morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm Audrey Wiggins, and welcome to another webisode of Make Something Happen. I'm excited to present you today in the studio Miss Rosa Joy Jones. Now, her journey began in Alabama, and now she's in Cleveland. She has a son named Cameron, but that's not why she's here today. She's here today to tell us about her journey of weight loss and weight management and everything that happened in between. There's been no surgeries, there's been no diet pills or prescriptions. Rosa, give us a snapshot of just of your journey right now.
Well, my journey started about back in 2003.
Okay.
And up to now, and it has been a good time for us weight managing and also helping others also to maintain and lose weight.
Okay. That's kind of a little quick thing. She's gonna get. I said quick, then I said snapshot.
You said snap. You said
okay. Be careful what you ask for. But within there, in your journey, I know we'll get into real details
yes.
later. But a lot of times people think that that it's hard. You couldn't possibly do it, or that or some people think, oh, it's easy. But one thing that we forget or don't really consider is the mental aspect.
Yes.
Someone coming from 411 pounds, or down to where you are now at
170.
Okay, 170. That's about 250 pounds, guys, that she's lost and maintained over this past 8 years. Actually,
yes.
You've actually maintained
yes.
this weight loss. So we're going to hear more about that. We'll take this quick break, and we'll hear more from Rosa Joy. Thank you.
Did you know that your opinion matters? Did you know that your vote really counts? Well, it does, at least as soon as you apply this right. But what's a right anyway if you never use it? It's yours and nobody can take it from you, right? Wrong. By not having what you need in order to vote, you allow this right to be taken away, which is un-American, unjust, and unfair. Take a stand. Go to www.project5millionvoterid.com and place your mark in the history today.
We're back with Rosa Joy Jones. Rosa Joy. I love that part of you. The second part of your name is actually, one word there, because you bring a lot of joy to some people's lives.
Yes.
Starting today, going backwards a little bit. Through this journey, tell us about how you've inspired others on this journey.
Okay, the way that I inspired others. But first of all, when I realized that I had actually lost the weight, because at first it took me a minute to realize that I had actually lost the weight. And then I started having mental challenges.
Okay.
And I had to say, why was I first gaining the weight? You had to say, why did I gain the weight in order to keep it off?
Yes.
So as I began to realize, I had to deal with some of my past issues. So as I began to do that, and then I said, okay, let me seek mental help.
Okay.
So I began to seek mental help through the mental health board.
All right.
And so as I did that, they gave me a grant.
Okay.
They gave me a 2-year grant. And as I got the 2-year grant, it's called W.R.A.P.
Now, let me stop you there. What was the grant to do?
The grant was to teach people how to cope and deal with mental illness.
Okay, so when you went and got your own, mental health together,
yes,
and they saw, the progress, the success, or what you went through. Let's maybe something you're not saying there. Where you're are you a social worker or
no,
your part? Okay.
No, ma'am, I'm not. Just through my own challenges and through my own recovery.
Okay.
So that's what W.R.A.P stands for: Wellness, Recovery, Action Plan.
Say that again.
Wellness, Recovery, Action Plan.
Okay.
So what I do is I teach people how to work a plan.
Okay.
And so how to recognize their triggers, how to recognize their early warning signs.
Okay.
And so the more I began to help them, I was helping myself.
Okay.
And so I took that same plan and also continued to work my own weight loss.
Okay. So at that point, had you lost any weight yet?
Yes, I lost some, but I lost more.
Okay.
So so I began to work my weight loss and also help my mental health.
Wow.
So I took the two and combined them.
Okay.
And I also began to help others take that same concept and combine them as well.
Okay. But tell us about your son. He was an inspiration to the beginning of the journey as well.
My
Before
son,
you lost anyway.
My son, his name is Cameron. Cameron at the time could have been about maybe 10, maybe 8 or 10. I was driving, I remember just this day like it was yesterday.
Wow.
Because it had that big impact on me. And that's good.
Yes.
It's
absolutely.
real good because that way it was like a sting.
Yeah.
It was like a sting. And we driving along down the road, he says, "Ma, your stomach is touching the steering wheel."
We're laughing, but that had a profound impact.
It did.
Internally for you.
It did. And I couldn't get mad.
Yeah.
I couldn't get mad at it. I just kind of looked at him and I smiled. So at that time I said, okay. And I just kind of shook my head like this. In my mind I was like, my stomach not going to keep on touching those steering wheel. I'm like, my stomach not going to keep on touching those steering wheel. Okay. And so from that day forward,
yes,
I made up in my mind that I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something about this. And I started changing my habits, my eating habits. I cut the fat in my food.
All right.
And I began to eat off saucers.
Okay.
We started eating off saucers. So I'm thinking, okay, if I got to eat off a saucer, you're going to eat off a saucer too.
That's right. Train them up.
Yes. So you're going to do what I do. And then I started walking up and down the driveway.
Okay.
Because I couldn't walk any farther.
Oh, yeah.
And then before I knew it, I was walking a couple houses in front of the house.
Okay.
And then before I knew it, I was walking around the block.
All right.
Around the block. So that's what I tell anybody. Start where you are.
That's right.
Just start where you are. And before you know it, you will get there. But just start where you are. The key thing is get started.
Yes.
Get started.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just make up in your mind, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get started.
Yes.
It's to get started. But that's where I got started. It's just the idea that what he said.
Okay.
And it made a big impact on my life today.
All right. That's awesome. Now, you also talk about in your bio about the support group.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of times we need that.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about that.
Well, the support group, it was, I went through a couple different places and got support.
Okay.
At the time, I was going through a bad breakup in a relationship. And at that time, I probably had lost about 200 pounds.
Wow.
However, in my mind, I thought maybe I would fall off the bandwagon. And I was so afraid.
Yes.
I was so afraid that I would fall off the bandwagon. This was back in 2008.
Okay.
So because of that, I began to seek out this one particular support group. And I just needed someone like to hold my hand up. So they was very, very supportive of me. And that way I did not fall off the bandwagon. So
what I'm hearing here, especially in the African American community, about seeking mental health, for anything, it's such a stigma, and we don't want to be labeled crazy, or it just seems to have a different effect, from the outside in. For us than other ethnicities.
Yes.
But you weren't afraid to go and seek mental health. That's the part that's just really exciting me, because you didn't work in the field. You're not a social worker, you're not a counselor, but you knew, and you went.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I did, and that wasn't the first time. And then as I began to look over my life, I look back on my childhood, and I say, okay, there was a lot of challenges, a lot of things that happened in my childhood.
Okay.
And I began to deal with those issues. And as I began to deal with those issues, some of those issues was causing me to have emotional eating.
Okay.
And those emotional eating habits began to kind of fade away. They weren't as bad as they used to be.
Okay.
Because I dealt with my childhood issues.
Okay.
And as I began to do that, there was many times with one of my counselors, me and her were best friends today. Because I would go in her office and I would slam her door, leaving there. I was like, I'm not never coming back to deal with you. And she would call me the next day, Rosa, but I was determined that I wanted to deal with this.
Yes.
With this weight loss. So sometimes we have to deal with it. We have to deal with what's causing it.
Okay.
What's causing it? We got to dig deep. If you determine that you want to lose this weight, what's causing me to do the things that I'm doing? What's causing me to eat?
Okay.
It might be that you're depressed. Those feelings are real.
Okay.
So you need to deal with the depression. You need to deal with if you're emotional eating.
Okay.
If you have fear, whatever is causing these things, we need to deal with it.
Okay.
And it's okay. It's okay in
It's
the African American
It's
culture.
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, definitely.
It is okay. And then you connect with people who will support you. There are African American groups that do support mental health.
Yes.
There are.
Yes.
So we do support one another.
I'm familiar with one. I don't know if this is where you went through. Was it NAMI?
NAMI is excellent.
Okay,
NAMI is excellent. Yes. The Mental Health Board. And there's a lot of different agencies that are out there too.
Okay.
So there are other support groups. And I do have a peer-to-peer group that I am working with right now.
Okay.
So
all right. That's awesome.
That's one of my groups now. So yes. Yes.
That's
So
fantastic.
we need to know that it's okay.
Yes.
We take care of our
You can't
body.
stress that enough.
I can't. I won't. I won't.
Because, oh my goodness, we go through, through most of our life, you
Yes.
know, dealing with whatever those issues are, or not really, not dealing with them. And it
Yes.
affects, every area,
Yes. Yes.
my
And one
goodness.
thing that I would say the most, that we take care of our body from the neck down, and not from the neck up.
Wow.
So
Okay.
learn to take it in our head is what controls our whole body.
Yes.
So take care of your body from the neck up from this day forward.
And you're a religious person.
Yes,
a spiritual
yes,
person.
yes.
You accept the Lord Jesus Christ as your
Yes,
Savior.
yes, ma'am.
So part of that,
Yes.
your relationship with Christ,
Yes, absolutely.
you have that courage,
Yes,
and you know that you can do all things through Him.
yes.
And knowing that, you also know that He works through others.
Amen. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
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 Okay.
And absolutely that it was like with my pastor, they was there to support me.
Mhm.
They was there to support me. And also you can get counseling at church.
Yes.
And you can also get outside counseling.
Mhm.
There's all of it is good for you.
Yeah.
Don't just think it's just in the church.
Exactly. And while you were able to get support from the church,
Yeah.
you actually gave some support back. Tell us about that.
Yes, absolutely. When I get support back, I also have groups that I teach as well.
Okay.
I also do teach group. Right now I have another group that's starting on the 29th
Mm-hmm.
at the Library Court apartments.
Okay.
It starts the 29th. It's an ongoing group where we do teach. We teach about how to understand your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be teaching that.
Okay.
And also I do one-on-one wherever I can help.
Yes.
People can always call on me. If I
Okay.
can help them with their weight loss, with their mental health.
Okay.
I'm there to help
All right.
because I know how important it is to
Yes,
have
it
some
is.
one-on-one.
Yes, and
support.
you've got a lot of resources inside you, and in your
Yes.
briefcase to be
Yes.
able to,
If I
to
don't
help
have
you
it,
succeed.
I'll seek it out. We can seek it out together.
Exactly.
Through the Word of God or through the computer, whatever
Right.
we need to do. I can call some counseling friends. We'll seek it out.
Yeah, absolutely, you're such a beautiful person.
Yes.
You're just shining and coming straight through. We're going to be right back and talk some more
Yes.
with you. We'll be right back. We're back with Rosa Joy Jones. 5 years and still standing. By now, it's about 8 years more or so, and still standing from 411 pounds down to 170 pounds. Now, Rosa, when we had left off, we were talking about your support, support group, getting help, and how you're helping others in the community as well as in your home. your church family. People have gone on to lose weight, and now new people are making decisions. Even this past week or a week ago, you met somebody and you began to help that person on their journey as well. And you actually have a friend with you in the studio today, Yvonne, and she tell us about how Yvonne. Well, first of all, I want to welcome you to the show as well. Before we get any further, thanks for having the courage to come on and share part of your story, with us on this journey for weight loss. And it's, I hate to say even like weight loss, weight management, but a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle.
Yes,
that's really what this is all about. It's not about losing weight. It's about being whole.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So Rosa, go ahead and you can lead off, and then Yvonne, you'll chime right on in.
Okay. Yes. Yes. With Miss Yvonne, that me and her had started talking about weight management and everything. When I first started talking to her, she was like real tired.
Okay.
Really wasn't eating right. So then she started eating well. She started having much energy.
Okay.
And I beginning to give her different diet plans as far as what she should eat.
Okay.
And so now she has a lot of energy. Every time I come around, she's gone. But she has a lot of energy. Now she used to be so tired to the point where, she was like, I'm so sleepy. And so then I started encouraging her to eat more grains.
Okay.
Eat more fruits and eat more vegetables. So she eat more beans.
All right.
So she started implementing those things into her diet. And then she had more energy to want to exercise.
Okay.
So now she's doing the treadmill. She's doing the bike, and she's walking.
All right.
She's walking. So we just thank God for all that. And it was just like those little things she could take. It wasn't a whole lot. Just little things that she changed in her diet plans.
Okay.
And one of the most important things that Rosa gave me was that I wasn't eating breakfast.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my goodness. You said that again. I know people that don't do that.
And so I wondered why I would be so tired, because I work part-time on the computer. So by the time I would get off at 11 o'clock, I'd be so tired,
Yes.
So she said, you should be eating breakfast like when you first get up, eat something small, then take your vitamins, And so that one challenge for me made a big difference. I could the energy was, starting to kick in more so after, because a lot of people think, well, don't eat breakfast, just eat when you get hungry. But actually that breakfast is a very important way to start your day.
Yes.
Get your brain circulating right, and just get everything right.
Yeah, to start waking up your cells.
Yes, and get you just moving, and so that was really important for me, really.
Okay. All right. And what else can you share with us? Now, when did your journey start?
My journey started about, when I first met, probably about a couple months ago.
Okay.
2 months ago, yes.
Okay. So you're exercising. How much weight? Do you want to share your beginning weight, or you just want to say?
Well, I started with probably 189.
Okay.
And I've lost about 5 pounds.
That's great.
Right.
That's great.
And so in my building, we have a treadmill. I mean, I have no excuse not to exercise. It's right under my apartment.
Why did you have to bring that out? Mine is like right over there.
So all I gotta do
I'm not looking at the camera when I say that.
So all I gotta do is go right down the stairs on the treadmill.
Okay.
So I challenged myself to do a half an hour.
Great.
So.
Absolutely. That's great.
So you just really started that.
Yes.
And so she has lost the weight really, but not even exercising. So she can even add that part too.
Right. I hadn't started the exercise program.
So just the eating part really will help a lot, because a lot of people don't understand. And another part that people make their mistake, they skip meals.
Yes.
When you skip meals, that's a problem.
Yes.
You can't skip meal. You need to make sure that you're getting your meals every day, at least 5. Like I eat 5 small meals every day.
Okay.
They don't have to be big meals. They just need to be like 5 small
Right.
meals.
That's what my cousin does. He's 90 years old. I mean, he's 91 now, rather, but that's what he does. He eats all day.
Right.
The little meals.
Yes.
And I find that that is so important. And because I have an associate of mine, he eats once a day. And if he would go out to to dinner or something, or just watch, how does he once a day? But so he's eating 3 meals at one time.
Yeah.
Because he's quite a bit. And he's not really overweight, but I can see that that it makes a difference.
Yes.
In that. I mean,
Because I read that if you eat that one meal, that your body is grabbing everything and it's just sitting as fat. Whereas when you start off eating, then the metabolism,
can burn
it off.
Yes.
With those 5 meals a day.
Right. So you're getting your proteins, you're getting fibers,
Yes.
so you're watching your carbohydrates and your sugars.
So drink plenty of water.
Okay.
Please, make sure you drink plenty of water.
Just got a water bottle over there on the table.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, that's fantastic. Any advice you want to? Because you're at the beginning of your journey, and so many times that's where we are, and that's
And I also want to add with the mental part, because I also go to counseling. I have a counselor that comes to me.
Okay.
So it's so important. Your emotional. It's just so important. And by me just really going through a journey of menopause, the change of life. The mental and emotional, health is so important to get help.
Yes.
Help us out. We get help spiritually, but we forget about the emotional part that needs help also.
Absolutely.
We all, we need help emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And when they all work together, then we are whole.
Yes,
absolutely.
So we must be whole.
We must be whole.
Yeah, so we're going to call it a journey to wholeness.
Yes.
And I like her slogan because she said her passion is to she wants people to be whole, and she really believes that because she's gone through that. So when you meet her and talk with her, you know that that's what she's about.
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank
you.
Yes.
So thanks for for coming on, Yvonne, and sharing with us. And you talked about menopause. We definitely need to do the women's show. That's been on my on my agenda. Let's see how a group of gals, sitting up here, we can all fan at the same different times. Like, what is wrong with that show? This is our show because I look forward to that show. Perhaps you'd like to come back and,
I would really
be part
love
of
to
it.
do that.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have one of our breaks here. We're gonna have a little slideshow. We're gonna show you some before and after pictures of Rosa. You just are not gonna believe it. This is awesome. We have our greatest loser right here.
There's
awesome. Make something happen.
Yes.
Welcome to all your friends. This is gonna be running, for 7 straight days, 24/7. So definitely tune in. It's all things you like and bring folks back because this is a journey. We'll be hearing more, from Rosa. But we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Howard Cohn, and I'm here to tell you about the key to alkalizing your body, and that's our 7.2 Greens. This product is amazing. You'll never find anything else like it on the market. This thing has taken so much time to put together to get it exactly the way we want it so that you can literally eat it out of your hand, out of the container. Most people know that if they eat greens, they're going to be healthier. They start doing it, they do it for a day or two, they try wheatgrass or they try eating spinach or broccoli and they go, you know what, I can't do this. It tastes like I'm licking the bottom of my lawnmower. And they stop. They know it's good, but they stop and they don't do it. We've engineered these greens to taste amazing. I can't wait for you to try them. Our 7.2 greens are made with all organic ingredients, certified organic ingredients. Our cereal grasses, which are barley grass, oat grass, alfalfa, and wheatgrass, all organic. Our alkalizing vegetables of parsley, broccoli sprouts, spinach, kale, cabbage, carrot, and more, all organic. Our flavoring, which is apple and raspberry, organic. And even our Lohan berry, all natural sweetener. No algae, No soy fillers, no artificial flavors, no colors, no sweeteners. There is nothing on the market like this. I've tried literally hundreds of greens products, all a disappointment. I've had tons of patients say they can't do it. For the first time ever, we have a greens product that people will not only take, but they'll love. I can't wait for you to try it.
We're back again with Rosa Joy Jones here in the studio. 5 years, 8 years now, and still standing. And you add on, praise the Lord. Okay, go ahead.
I say 5 years still standing because that's when I really realized that I had lost the weight. The other 3 years I never realized. So that's why I say 5 years is still standing.
Okay.
The other 3 years, it's like I didn't realize I had lost the weight.
And you really easily could have gained it back 1 pound at a time.
Yes,
and you looked up and found yourself right back there.
I never realized because I was still wearing the big clothes. I didn't realize I had lost the weight until that 5 year period. So that's why I said 5 years is still standing. I said, but I know I guess I had the other 3 years got kind of lost in the sauce. So
You were so entrenched in the journey till you didn't lift your head up, but you were so determined.
I was like this. I was focused.
Yeah.
I was focused.
And that is so key with anything that we want to do. You've got to focus, you have to commit, and then you have to concentrate. So you were concentrating so hard. I know I said that fast. Focus, commit, concentrate.
Focus, commit, concentrate.
And that's where you
write it down. Focus, commit, concentrate. Write it down.
That's our co-host over there.
But I said write it down. Then I tell them that write it down.
Okay.
Write it down.
Yes.
That's how you get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how to get in. They focus, commit, concentrate.
That's right.
If you write stuff down, I believe in writing stuff down. Keep writing it down.
Make it real.
Yes.
Make it real.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
What's on the horizon for you?
What's on the horizon for me is to really commit to really doing quite a few groups.
Mm-hmm.
I have already been doing book clubs, setting up book clubs in different high-rising around the city.
Okay.
For elderly, and so I'm going to continue to do that.
Okay. And what does that consist of?
That consists of once a week they meet and they just read a book.
Okay.
The book they're reading now is The Power of Praying Parent, and my ultimate goal is that they will read.
Okay.
And it will give so many senior citizens a desire to go back and get their GED.
Okay.
That's my ultimate desire,
right.
that they would do that.
Okay.
The more they read, the more they get more confidence in themselves.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do for the senior citizens.
Okay.
Now, as far as the weight challenging part, I'm just here now is to focus on the emotional eating part.
Okay.
And so I'm setting up a group now that we're going to meet ongoing.
Okay.
And until they learn how to manage their emotions.
Wow.
So that's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Because I understand that's where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you have a partner when you do this? The groups?
I do have a partner. Actually, Yvonne is working with me. Yvonne Larkin.
Okay. All right, Yvonne. Okay.
She's working with me, and that's like she said, my desire is to see people whole. That's my passion.
Yes.
People be made whole, and they understand that we are spiritual, emotional, and physical.
Okay.
If I can get them to see that more than anything, that we can be made whole.
Yes.
I want the people to know that we can be whole.
Yes.
That's my passion.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
my passion.
So you're gonna write a book and some journaling. I know we had some conversation last week and really to to formalize what you're doing or add to it, because what you're doing is formal. So I want to check with nothing from what you're doing.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, that is on the horizon, is to really not focus on a book, because I do know I need to push that forward.
Yes, absolutely. You'll be able to get more people, and perhaps instead of sitting over there, you'll be sitting over here, and you'll be you'll be inspiring people on a global basis. So he has such a beautiful smile. Yes. We alluded to earlier. I know we were talking about your skin is is all tight, whatever. Just want to reiterate, if anybody just joined the show, that she lost 250 pounds, not through surgery, not through through prescriptions or over the counter drugs or health plans. weight
Yes.
loss programs through healthy eating, self-determination,
Yes, absolutely.
and your exercise, you're taking supplements, vitamin supplements, nutrition,
Yes.
those kinds of things.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's all. That's it. That's awesome. So any last words or advice or how can we get in touch with you?
My email address
Okay.
is Rosa Joy Jones at
All right.
gmail.com.
Okay. Rosa Joy Jones at gmail.com.
Yes.
So please plug into her, post on the Facebook page if you want to get in touch with her. Because we all want to be healthy, myself included, and we're going to
Yes.
do this,
That's
together.
also my Facebook address as well.
Oh, okay, and that's her Facebook address. Awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Keeping it simple.
Yes.
like
And I
that.
also would just let them know is that start where you are.
Okay.
Just start just where you are and take one step, one moment at a time.
Okay.
And also that God will see you through it.
Yes, He will.
He will see you through it. Just one step, one moment.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I'm going to thank Rosa again and my friend Yvonne Larkin who came in and shared with us. But until then, you go out and you make something positive happen in your world. We always say world and community, but even in this show, make something positive happen in your life so you can begin to be whole.
Yes.
Be whole. Okay, thank you.